Hey guys, this is John Hibicki. This is me, and I'm gonna make you guys a screen video here to go through the website, the different components of the website, what we're planning on using, and what we can do with the components according to all the things that we talked about and put in the proposal. So let me switch back to the website, and I'm just gonna minimize it and just attach it right here, or put it right back. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we have your website here, and I've also got your draft up here and all the questions. So there's a lot of stuff in here, and it would take quite a bit of time for me to go through all these things. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to go through what our plan is, and then hopefully that'll clear some of the stuff up in the document, and then anything else we can talk about, we can go from there. All right, so in our proposal, the things that we were talking about were the items that we need to do for the website. One is build a new website. Let me switch back over here. One is build a new website that looks like the existing one. So we're basically duplicating the website. Things that we're going to be doing on the website, we're going to be duplicating what you have in here, all the different pages, which isn't really that much of an issue. Where we really come into play is the joining. Right now you guys are using PayPal. We're still going to be using PayPal in the members area. So you don't really have a members area right now. The shop. Let's see, merchandise. So the shop, obviously you don't really have a shop. You're just selling stuff on PDF, which is fine for now, but we'll be able to improve that in the future. All the other things on the site, we're going to basically duplicate the site in WordPress, and then once we do that, so let me go into some of the plugins we're going to be using, and let me talk about a couple other things first. In the proposal, we talk about like having your own VPS server, getting an SSL certificate. All that stuff is to, one, make sure the website is super fast. You guys are going to have a lot of documents on that site. You're going to have your own apps running. You can't have like shared hosting. So that's why we proposed having it on your own VPS server. It's your own server running your website with nothing else going on. So we can control everything. We can make sure it's fast, and we can and if we need to, if the site grows, we can turn up the dial on the VPS server and grow with it. So that is one thing I want to talk about, the VPS server. Yeah, I don't think right now there's no SSL certificate, which is the little lock up here, and that's important. The whole site is going to be secure, not just the member area of the shop. It's just going to be HTTPS with the green lock up in this area. That way everything is encrypted between the end user and the site. That's an important thing nowadays, and we included that in the proposal. Let's see, also with the old site is all PHP, news and events. This will be incorporated into the WordPress as a blog. Let's see, you guys are you're actually putting stuff in a Word doc, or instead of doing that, we'll probably just be able to put it in the pages after that. So let's get into some of the stuff. The most important thing about the new site, one of the most important things, is the membership plugin. So the big question is how are we going to go from the way you do it now, taking membership payments through PayPal, and then the person that takes care of it puts it into an Access database and keeps track of it that way. That is extremely cumbersome, not the way you want to do it moving forward. So our proposal, what we're proposing is using this plugin called MemberPress, which is like the premier #1 membership plugin for WordPress. There isn't one that's better out there, and I'm not going to go through all of the options. I'll go through some of it, but basically with this, people can go on, sign up. They've got their account area. They have their I keep looking at the camera. They've got their account area. They got everything. They can take care of it. When they sign up, they can pay through PayPal, and we'll set it up for the how you have it now. I believe everything is done yearly. So when they sign up, they just pay, and then boom, they get an email, and all the membership is done. And all you guys have to do is monitor on the back end. Every time membership renews itself or happens, it'll be set up so everybody who needs to be emailed about that is emailed, and all that's taken care of, and then the payments just go into your PayPal account. So all of the members and membership information will go from the Access database to the new MemberPress. And with some of the options we have, we took a look at a lot of different membership plugins. This is the best one. The things that it does: MemberPress reminders. So if somebody is coming up on a new membership, it will email them and bug them and say, "Hey, you want to renew?" Access rules. But this is one of the things we'll be using a lot: what people can view and what they can't view. That's how we'll be controlling the view to the documents, the archives, and that kind of stuff. Let's see, login user account. We sort of went through that and talked. Reports on your end, you'll be able to get reports. I would just go to memberpress.com, and you can take a look at this tour if you want to. For each member, how much, how long they've been a member, how much they've paid, all that kind of good stuff. Everything we've taken a look at for the membership, for moving forward, this application, MemberPress, is the way to go. Now, on the site, I know you guys have an Access database of members now. I don't know if we'll be able to import the members from that Access database into this. We might take a look at it. In general speaking, the best way to go about doing it is to send out an email just to the members that says, "Here's our new site," even if nobody can see it yet. And as in the development area where it might be, so they can just get to it. Send it out to the actual members, have them go there and sign up, because you may now have a list of 3,500 members in your Access database, but who's to say that all those emails are correct, all those addresses are correct? It's better to send that out and have those people go there, fill that information in, and then we can adjust their membership dates as needed. So if everybody goes there on a Saturday and just fills it all in, say all 3,500 of them do that, their dates of when their start and stop can be, you can adjust those in the back end if necessary. So that is the membership portion of how we're going to get this set up using MemberPress. So I just wanted to show you that. One thing I wanted to explain about all these plugins that I'm showing you is some things we tend to call in the website business feature creep, or just what you guys would expect over what we know we can do. We are, just so you know, whatever we're doing, whether it's the auction plugin or the membership plugin or the document database for the articles or stuff like that, typically we're limited to whatever the plugin offers. We can't reprogram those plugins to offer more or if you guys have an idea, you're like, John, can we do this, or we expect that it should be able to do this or that. Sometimes it's totally doable, and sometimes it's like that's not anything that it can be done. So I just want to explain to you guys up front that as we're building this site, we've taken a look at all. I think we're still recording. Yes, we're still recording. We've taken a look at all the things you asked for on the documents and everything that we put in the proposal, and we should be able to do everything that's we need to do. So let me take a quick peek back. We'll bring the proposal or your document back over here, and I'm going to go back to a couple other things. So security on the website. WordFence is the top of the line anti-hack plugin for WordPress. It blocks pretty much everything, and it also gives us reports of any attempts. This gets installed on all of our websites. So this is something we're going to be installing for security. I'm not going to go deep into it. I just wanted to show you what we're using for the security portion of the site, and it works extremely well. So that's the security portion. Auction. Let's take a quick look at that. The auction plugin we were looking at, it's called Ultimate Auction Pro for WordPress. And if you go to auctionplugin.net, you'll be able to take a look at it, view the demo. You know, they've got a demo on, you know, they're different. It's just their demo. So your auction would be similar to what they have here. And this is what we'd use for the auction software. And now the other thing is a lot of these plugins, they're not overly expensive. They do take a lot of time to configure. And if we get into one and for some reason you don't like it, like this auction one, we can, you know, go and try to find another, a better scenario for, you know, that portion of the website, the auction part. A lot of this stuff that I'm showing you is the best components out there for WordPress. That's why we picked them. So I just quickly went through the auction part, the plugin, the security part, and the member portion. So that's how we're going to be able to go in, recreate the site, and then create the membership portion that will actually finally work on your own server that's secure using an SSL. And then we'll go for that. There are a lot of comments in your Word document over here, and I can go through this, and what I'll do is go through and I'll put my own comments in red, but because there's quite a bit of them in here, give me I'd say give me until the weekend. I'll get it back to you guys by the weekend, so I can hopefully be thorough and hopefully get, you know, as many answers to as many of you guys as possible. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you a quick overview. Hopefully this has been a little bit helpful, just to give you an idea where we're starting, maybe answer some questions, probably brought up new questions. But when we do get started on the site, we know where to go, we know what to do, we know how to make things work, and we should be able to do a pretty darn good job. So this is John Hubicki with a little video tutorial for the your fishing guys, and hopefully this helps. If anybody has any question, feel free to email me. Let's email in the group email so everybody gets a chance to see it. And I'll be talking with Scotty about any additional items or thoughts or anything like that. And I can go into detail with Scott on every single little aspect, even if he and I have to grab that document, print it out, and go through it and highlight it to see if there's anything that's super critical that's got to get done. But we'll easily be able to duplicate the current site. I guess the big question is you know, all the other options, the membership and the auction and the document library, which I believe we'll be able to do a very good job on. So that's it. John Kubicki. Have a good weekend, guys. Talk to you soon.